first time this winter season, we have some wrestling coming your way. The Hunterdon Central Red Devils taking on Montville, which should be a good matchup. I am Brad Romano alongside famous Mr. Peak here at Central. Mr. Peak, it's great to be back for wrestling. The Central team, though, off to a bit of a bad start. However, there's still plenty of time, and as this team continues to grow, we could see improvement.
Well, first off, Brad, let me just say this. I'm not Mr. Peak. That's my dad. I'm Chris Peak. But, yeah, great to be here with you and great to start off the season here at the Hunterdon Central Fieldhouse. Real historic building for us, so I'm excited to get the season kicked off here. It's really the second half of the season, right? A lot of tournaments in the first half. And as you mentioned, Central's struggling this year, right? We're in uncharted territories for the first time in a long time. You know, typically a Hunterdon Central team is the type of team that rebuilds reloads every year, and this year we're rebuilding a little bit. Very young, but coming off of a great season last year, right? Let's not forget, just 1 year ago we were 21-3. We were sectional champs and lost in the semifinals of the groups to Southern. So, we're rebuilding a little bit, but you know what? I've seen this coaching staff take freshmen and turn them into diamonds by the time they're seniors.
Yeah, so Central is currently with a record of 2-5. No Skyland Delaware matchups yet. They won their latest matchup against Egg Harbor 53-18. Their last loss, West Deptford 50-26. As for Montville, they are 6-0, 2-0 in the NJAC National. Won their latest matchup 43-27. So this Montville team they're playing seems very good. 6-0, haven't lost yet. It should be interesting to see.
It will be interesting to see. You know, I mean, even though they've had a tough year so far in terms of their record, there's some individuals on the Hunterdon Central team that have high aspirations this year and can do a lot of damage down in Atlantic City, where they host a state tournament every year.
Yeah, and as for this Hunterdon Central team, you know, take a look at their schedule. It's been very hard because of how prestigious this program is. They're going to get those really big matchups. So when they're playing teams that are not in that huge skill, you have to think maybe once they get a break, they can start to develop more.
All right. Always great to hear running with the devil. Looks like we're going to start the match tonight at 175.
Yes, the 175 weight. Now, I have here that is going to be one of Cy Goody and Messiah Phelps being 175. So we'll see who they put out at 175.
We'll do some announcements. We might even hit the national anthem here.
National anthem coming your way.
Hello, everyone, and good evening, and welcome to Hunterdon Central Fieldhouse for this home opener at Hunterdon Central. And today's match is against the Montville Mustangs and the Hunterdon Central Red Devils. And now, for today's starting lineups, we will be starting today's match at 175-pound weight class. And to begin, it'll be the Hunterdon Central Kevin Trompitas.
In the console, the front console.
Montville, Kevin Trompitas versus the Hunterdon Central Cy Goody and Messiah Phelps.
So Cy Goody starting at 175 or Messiah Phelps. They did mention both. So yeah, still undetermined.
And at 190, it'll be the Montville Dominic Kramer versus the Hunterdon Central Red Devil, Joseph Rollins.
Dominic Kramer and Joseph Rollins at 190.
And at 215 pounds, it'll be the Mustang Sean Zamota versus Hunterdon Central Red Devil, Vance Librisi.
And Librisi, the junior, at 215.
And for the heavyweight weight class, it'll be Montville Alex Husey versus Hunterdon Central, Declan Joyce.
Declan Joyce starting at 285 for Hunterdon Central.
It's a familiar name. His brother Ryan was a heavyweight, a very good one for Hunterdon Central a few years back.
Yeah, definitely has that legacy behind him. Jackson Sabo at 106.
And at 113 pounds, it'll be Montville's Luke Banieri versus Red Devil, Joseph Cassidy.
Joseph Cassidy at 113. Joshua Buck, 120.
And at 126 pounds, Montville's Vincent Palmiro versus Hunterdon Central, Jace Brownlee.
Jace Brownlee, 126.
Jace Brownlee, one of the leaders on the team. 7-5 this year, a junior.
Jones versus Red Devil, Dylan Howell.
Dylan Howell at the 132.
He's a freshman.
Yeah, great to see a freshman already at this level.
Rodriguez of Montville versus Red Devil, Jake Masterton.
Jake Masterton, 138.
And next at 144 pounds, it's Aiden Dembowski versus Red Devil, Andrew Zinko.
Andrew Zinko at the 144.
And at 150 pounds, it's Montville's Joe Marino versus Hunterdon Central, Rhett Washleski.
Rhett Washleski, it's a name that we've heard for a long time here at Central.
Yeah, I remember a couple of years ago calling him a super freshman. Now he's a junior and got a lot of experience in the States. And, yeah, we'll talk a lot about Rhett today, I'm sure. But
Gabe Dembowski versus Red Devils, Grant Thompson.
It's another name we'll talk about a lot too. Grant Thompson at the 157.
Yeah, Rhett Washleski, Grant Thompson, Jace Brownlee. I see Nehemiah Bagush is not in the lineup tonight. But those are, I would say, are your kind of core leaders of the Hunterdon Central team right there.
Yeah, Nehemiah is unfortunately sick and cannot compete today in this wrestling matchup.
You know, it's wintertime in New Jersey, and that's what happens.
National anthem now coming your way. And we're back here from the National Anthem. Once again, if you're just tuning in, it is Hunterdon Central Boys Wrestling going up against Montville. Brad Romano alongside Chris Peak.
Brad, good to be with you.
Yeah, so once again, we are starting at the 175, and I believe that it will be Cy Goody at the 175. And going up against him at 175 is Kevin Trombitas. Captains and coaches at the center.
You know, regardless of Hunterdon Central being up or being down a little bit, it's still great to get back and catch the experience here at the field house with the spotlight on, running with the Devil playing. Very historic building and a great venue for high school wrestling overall.
Yeah, it looks like actually at 175 it will be Messiah Phillips instead, so I believe that means that Cy Goody will be at the 165. They rotate a lot, it seems. So Messiah Phillips.
There's going to be some juggling. You know, I know Coach Canigallo is a master at juggling in the lineup to try and maximize any potential of getting some wins wherever he can.
And to begin today's match at 175 pounds, it's Red Devil Messiah Phelps versus Mustang Matt Chmielewski.
Matt Chmielewski.
Ooh, yeah.
So we got 3 and 5 on the year. Obviously, looks like he's hit the weight room a little bit. Good shot by Chmielewski. And there's the takedown. 3 points now this year in New Jersey for a takedown. And he's now getting back points. Central wrestler's in a tough spot right here. He's going to have to really move. Yep, and that's the fall.
Yeah. Great start there for Montville. Quick and simple for Matt Chmielewski.
Yeah. So, you know, you're going to see some inexperienced wrestlers in the lineup, which is unusual for Hunterdon Central. But like I said, I mean, usually we take that inexperience and turn it into diamonds by the time that they're juniors and seniors, and you start to rely and count on those folks. This is great experience for a young Hunterdon Central wrestling team.
Joe Rollins, a lacrosse player as well, now in wrestling as well.
Dominic Kramer, 8-2 in the year. He was the Morris Knowles champ, one of the early season tournaments that Montville was in. 8-2 record on the year. Going to be a tall task for Joe Rollins. There's a single leg. Now comes out on top. There's a takedown there for Dominic Kramer of Montville. Has a 3-0 lead. Match score 6-0 in favor of Montville right now. Now he's got a leg ride in, and he's really grinding on that power half. It's a tough spot for Joe. And there's a fall.
Wow.
So back-to-back falls for Montville. Upper weights look pretty tough.
Yeah,
taking advantage of a little bit of this Hunterdon Central inexperience right now.
Yep. Yeah, both won very quickly and off to a great start for Montville, 12-0.
I don't think it gets any easier here for Hunterdon Central.
So 2:15 now. It's Vance Labrizzi, the junior, the 2:15.
Last match, Dominic Kramer, also a Morris Knowles champ this year. Sean Elsmore, 9-1 on the season. Another Morris Knowles champion earlier in the year in their December tournament. Some good hand fighting there. You got one really tall wrestler, one stocky and built wrestler, Hunterdon Central. Good front head there, and they go out of bounds with 1:28 seconds left in the first period.
I like the comparison you had. Yeah, for Montville, he's a very tall, slim, but strong dude. And then for Central, Vance Labrizzi, he's a little shorter, but he's very big and strong.
Yeah. Good shot attempt there by Sean Elsmore. Nice spin behind by Vince Labrizzi. And he did get the points, takedown 3, but the escape makes the match score 3-1 in favor of Hunterdon Central. Here at 2:15. Nice snap. And a spin behind there. There's another takedown.
Wow.
For Vince Labrizzi. Very good job. Great coaching on the side and great execution by Vince. Good mat return. And now the two are going to go out of bounds. Score now 6-1. First period with 21 seconds left in favor of Hunterdon Central.
And that's what they needed. Being down 12-0 that early, you got to win this matchup here.
We got to stop the bleeding here, Brad, you know?
Yep.
Comes up and he digs in on a single. Returns him to the mat. No change in anything. Wants a short time here. He wants to finish on top and go into the second period with a 6-1 lead. Nice half.
Wow. A great start for Vince Breezy at the half. He's just got to continue to do what he's doing.
Love how he's wrestling. Wrestling inspired.
And for his size, he seems to be very quick.
Aggressively hitting those moves. Vince is going to take bottom. He's going to want to get out here. As a long wrestler, you don't want him throwing any legs in or anything like that. He's going to need to get up to his base. Ellsmore throws in crossface. Now he's back up to his base.
John's got full control right now for Montville.
Now he's going to come up to his feet here. Now he's got an ankle ride pinned up. I don't think the ref's going to let him do that for a long time. He did let it go. It's kind of draped over him. He's going to need to show some action. Yeah, the referee hit him for stalling because he's in kind of a defensive position with his head on the mat. Referee asking him to present himself, and he did call the stalling warning. He hits him again with stalling. It's going to be a point in favor of Montville. 45 seconds left here in the second period. Again, Hunterdon Central's Vince Labrizzi with a 6-1 lead. Just riding an ankle ride, just kind of draped over him, using his length. He's in trouble here. He's got a half Nelson, but he spins out, and now he's up to a base. And the ref does give him one neutral, which is a nice call by the ref for the Hunterdon Central fans.
Wow. Yeah, that's great effort by Vince.
So
Labrizzi.
now 7-1 and back on his feet here. And a little bit out of danger for the time being. Good shot, double attempt. He's going to want to spin behind, get his legs back. It's a good scoring position for Vince. The Montville wrestler totally stretched out. There's the spin. He doesn't get there, though. Now trying to snap him and gets caught. And he's in a tough position. There's a takedown at the buzzer for Montville that closes the gap. Now 7-4 at the end of the second period.
Yeah, it's a great showing by Vince Labrizzi, especially for someone that he was going up against that was much taller and had really good muscle. He was able to outperform him there and get Central 7.
It just changed the score to 7-6.
Oh, wow. 7-6, yeah. Looked like it was 7-4.
I don't know that we have the correct score on the board right now. Good snap attempt and a spin behind. Trying to cross-face, getting his leg back. Montville still coming forward and gets the takedown. 3 points. And now he's got a half Nelson. Vince Labrizzi here in trouble. And there it is. How quickly tides turn. Sean Ellsmore gets the fall there. But I'll tell you, I mean, Vince Labrizzi wrestled a good match for a few periods there.
Yeah, I have to agree that I think he did really well, but the Montville wrestler, when it mattered most, came back at the end. So great effort by him.
Now we're at 285.
Yeah, Declan Joyce, the 285. Of course, Tyler Suck out with an injury. However, Declan Joyce, also a great wrestler.
You know, Montville opens up with 3 pins, score now 18-0 in terms of Montville over Hunterdon Central. Heavy senior lineup for Montville. There's 8 seniors I saw that are wrestled in the varsity lineup versus Hunterdon Central with just 3 seniors this year. And with Nehemiah out. probably just makes 2 seniors that are wrestling tonight for Hunterdon Central. But, you know, I mean, if you're listening at home and this is shocking to you, I would say that definitely help is on the way. One, you're going to see, you know, the team gain a lot of experience. These young guys wrestling in varsity lineup does nothing but good things for them just to learn and grow from. But they also have a great grade school, and that's been the secret to Hunterdon Central's success for a long time. They've had a great feeder program. I think the grade school right now is undefeated in their league, and they've got a lot of very solid, good wrestlers coming up to give a helping hand in the next year or two.
Yeah, and the fact that they have younger guys like freshmen and sophomores at this level, they're only going to develop and get better.
Big heavy hand fight here. Good underhook there by Declan Joyce, looking to snatch a single leg. A lot of pushing and pulling going on.
It's hard to take either one of them down.
Good attempt there by Declan. Go out of bounds with 9 seconds left here in the first period. Looks like we're going to end here. Just a short time. Looks like we're going to end here. Whoop, there's a
wow
at the buzzer. So attempt by the Montville wrestler to do kind of a throw, pancake, whatever you want to call that, at the buzzer. Ran out of time. And then Hunterdon Central's choice, and Joyce is going to take down. Montville wrestler Husty riding an ankle rod now, trying to work a chop. Joyce is going to want to get up to his base now and then up to his feet. Try to get his escape. There, he's now getting up to his feet here. See if he can break away, and the referee does award him 1 point for neutral. And it's 1-0 here with 1:20 left in the second period in favor of Hunterdon Central. There's a toss, and right to his back. So he gets the 3, and there's the fall.
Wow.
And Hunterdon Central gets on the board with a big fall by Declan Joyce at 285.
Yeah, it took him down, and from there, that was the end. Great job by Declan Joyce.
Nice job by Declan Joyce there. Now we're going to shift and get to the big difference here, going from 285 down to 106.
From the biggest to the smallest weight at 106, Jackson Sabo.
Jackson Sabo.
And then for Montville is Alex Perez.
And now we're up to the lightweights at 106-pound weight class. It's the Mustang Alex Perez versus Red Devil Jackson Sabo.
All right, Alex Perez, Montville is 2-2 on the year. Jackson Sabo, freshman?
Does not say.
I believe he's a freshman this year, first year in the varsity lineup for Hunterdon Central. Big club there by Perez. Hand fight. Shot attempt by Perez, and he gets the takedown and 3 points. Jackson's working up and he gets out. right away. Good job by Jackson Sabo. And Alex Perez with a Russian arm tie. Jackson works his way out. Probably just had to shake the cobwebs a little bit there. Now he's going to want to get aggressive and get to his leg attacks. There's a shot. Nice shot attempt there by Jackson Sabo. Unfortunately, couldn't finish, and the Montville wrestler was able to spin behind for the takedown. 3. Now a 6-1 lead for Montville's Alex Perez over Jackson Sabo. Riding a cross-body ride. Got kind of got a leg in, but not tight. Now he's throwing the boots in. He's very high. Now he's trying to work a power half as he sinks the legs in a little bit deeper. It's going to be a little bit tougher for Jackson Sabo to get out from here. And he's got to worry about getting some back points as he's trying to power half him over towards his back. And now he's collecting a couple of back points as we run out of time here. 2 back points. And good period for the Montville wrestler. Match score now 8-1.
Yeah, great job by Perez there. He said 8-1 now.
And the Montville wrestler chooses to be on his feet in the neutral position. Jackson with a head block there on the shot attempt by Perez. And now he does get a nice double. And there's 3 takedown. Perez looking to impose his will a little bit. Getting a little bit physical on top. There's a hard crossface. Return back to the mat. Jackson on the bottom. He's going to have to work himself up to a base. Match score now 11-1 with 1 minute and 28 seconds left here in the second period. Is this your first wrestling match, Brett?
Second. Sectional finals against Hillsborough.
Wow, thrown right into the fire.
Yeah.
There, huh?
It's a great sport, though.
Jackson is fighting to try and stay off his back, but Perez is looking relentless here. He's collecting some back points now. The referee starts counting. He'll count up to 4. Most you can get is 4 back points, but more importantly, Jackson's going to have to belly out here and get off his back and back up to his base so he can get out of this position that he's in right now, which is a tough one. Tough spot here for Jackson Sabo. He is trying to keep that shoulder up, but that hold is getting tighter. We got 2 seconds left. And time runs out, so good fight.
Yeah.
You like to see that out of the young wrestlers.
Yeah, great job by Sabo to survive that and not take the pin there.
So a pin is 16 points. A technical fall is winning by 15. With the match score now 15-1. One more takedown, and Perez scores a technical fall, which is 15 points. And there's a shot attempt, and then a takedown, a belly out, and that's going to end the match at 18-1 in favor of Alex Perez of Montville.
Yeah, a great win there for Perez.
Great win, but you also like to see the young guys really fight, not give up the fall. Wrestling's an individual sport, but it's also a team sport. those things matter.
So this is 113 with Joey Cassidy.
Joey Cassidy.
113 pounds, it's Montville's Luke Maneri versus Red Devil Joey
Luke
Cassidy.
Maneri at 113 for Montville.
So, you mentioned Montville 6-0 on the year. Luke Maneri, arguably one of their better wrestlers at 9-1. Has 2 tournament wins this year. Won the Morris Knowles, won the Lynn Cron. Tournaments in December. Good spin out by Joey, but then relentless and in for a double is Luke Maneri, and he gets the 3 points for the takedown. Now throws a leg. Joey Cassidy's going to want to get out of this position. Throwing a power half from the top position. Match score 23-6 right now in favor of Montville.
A great start for Montville.
Yep, we are at the 113-pound weight class. Joey Cassidy against Montville's Luke Maneri. Now he's looking for a ball and chain tilt. Now switches to a bar. Joey's doing a good job of spinning out, trying not to give this up. It's going to be tough. He's got a bar and a half or an underhook on one side and a bar. And now he's going to get some back points here. Now it looks like he's going to get the fall, and he does. With 32 seconds left in the first period, that's Luke Maneri with a fall over Joey Cassidy. Makes the match score now heavily in favor of Montville at 29 to Hunterdon Central 6.
And Montville continues to add on to their lead. Josh Buck, now at 120. Michael Frank at 120 for Montville.
Michael Frank, 9-2 on the year and a Lynn Cron champion in December in their holiday tournament. Josh Buck with his second year of varsity experience. I know Josh wrestled 106 for Hunterdon Central last year. Had a couple of big team moments where he helped the team actually win some key matches. Mount Olive comes to mind as I watched last year. Michael Frank in on a double leg. Josh trying to fight this off. And there is the takedown for Michael Frank. Match score now 3-0 with 1 minute and 25 seconds left in the first period in favor of Michael Frank of Montville. Throws the boots in. And now he's collecting some back points. 3, but a reversal for Josh Buck, and now he's got a crossbody ride, trying to get a half. Now power half. Match score 7-2 here, 55 seconds left in the first period. Still in favor of Montville, but a nice job reversing there by Josh Buck, and he was in a difficult spot. Throws double boots in. Coach is asking him to get under both arms and extend him. You know, Brad, it's tiring for the bottom guy, right? He's trying to use every bit of his strength to kind of come up to his base. And
yeah. Takes a toll of his stamina for sure.
Change the score. It is 6-2. With just 10 seconds left here in the first period, and Frank looking to make a reversal of his own, and he has a Peterson. Ref hasn't rewarded him, and he doesn't give it to him as time runs out here in the first period.
6-2 at the end of the first
Ref
period.
does give him 1.
So that'd be 7-2, so Michael Frank leads Joe Buck.
The referee basically said, hey, okay, I don't see enough to say you had control. but enough that the Hunterdon Central wrestler lost control, so he gave him the 1 neutral there. Match score 7-2 at the start of the second period. Josh Buck on top. Kind of riding a little bit high, and then he grabs the head. That's trouble, and there's the pin. Yeah. So he got into a position where he threw legs in. The Montville wrestler recognized his head was high, and he grabbed it and sucked him under, and unfortunately, that put him in a tough spot there.
So Montville now leads 35-6.
Well, this is a quick one.
Yeah. It seems like Montville is just getting these pins so quickly in that first period.
35-6, and now we've got some experience here, okay? We got Jace Brownlee coming up.